Okay. Yeah. Top left corner, you could see the name, the name of my song file. So don't snipe my computer and ruin everything. There's quite a lot of substantial music on this laptop, and this is out of order. There's the first verse. It comes in pretty early. I love my city, but this is for the state. When I was young, I always knew that I would make it someday. So that's this part. So headphones are in my ear. Let me take them out. Just press play at the very beginning. I'm doing this left-handed, so it wasn't at the very beginning. It was a few markers earlier than this. Out here we don't play. Come near me, go away. With my heart, but the money's on my mind. And you know I always answer when there's money on the line. My eyes on the prize. I go for what's mine. If you don't know, then I'm gonna show you one. Okay, I was press pause, and then the song took quite a while to mix and master because we wanted to get the big band sound at a maximum as well as it do sound like a like an electronic song, an electronic song. Also, we wanted it to be appropriate in the high register and still have thumping bass. So what we did was few runs through and mixing and mastering it. We ran a composite of instrumental there and here. This one has the vocals on it and it's a little bit quieter and has the vocals with the preamp that I made for this song. Yeah. The graphic EQ setting. Oh no, that was a portion of the song. Now let's go back in graphic EQ, as you can see right there. And that's my graphic EQ preamp that I set up for this song and so many other ones. My EQs always got deleted, so here's some of my other ones. Used to have like 20, 11 of these, but I mean, these are just the ones I have right now. This one's easy and I have it memorized because I have to use it so often. Just takes the high range and runs up the overtones, runs up the high registers, so you get a brighter sound and it makes a clearer sound in the vocals. Love that preamp, but I didn't want to use it on the entire song full out, so I made one version of the song during mixing that had the graphic EQ on all the vocals but not the instrumental, and then I made another one. Here's the graphic EQ on the instrumental, ran it a little bit louder. So when you combine both, because you can, I have shitty quality, like sound quality on my headphones because I have a speaker because my neighbors want it to be very quiet. So yeah, I say if I muted that, it would be very bright sounding. I unmute it, then the bass comes in, hit the solo button, it's a dark sound, because this is the only track playing. And yeah, the vocals are on there twice, on this track, and then they're also up here. Here are the two accompanied parts. Not that complex of a song, didn't have to do too much extra wizardry. But I mean, came along perfect. And then this part took a while to figure out. It's a sound effect called wah wah. This one right here. The last of the normal effects. If you go into the advanced effects, they're all the way down there. When you click on this, and it just goes into, like we can highlight this part on the song. Oh, no, 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 no. This is a different part. Sorry. It's here and then probably another spot later. So it's at the first verse. It was show you one time where we run the wah wah effect, and then the second verse is everybody moving my song hits the floor. So what you do to get that to respond perfectly is, and I'm running short of time. Right here, you have to zoom all the way in and find the downbeat, all the way in and find the downbeat. And it looks a little bit sketch, but I mean, it worked perfectly. And enough about this stupid nerdy effect. But that fixed a technical issue in my recording because I was recording at silence at that part. I was getting this stupid distorted sound, and so, but I mean, age-old effect that you put on songs. Little filter that right before the start of the hooks that transforms the sound and dies up some loose ends. Right before the drums kick in, I'll play it one more time. Sorry, I said it early. But yeah, now let's go into my other song. It should be, yeah, right here. Footy. All that. And it loaded really fast. Thank heavens. Sorry if you can see around my laptop and see how cruddy it is in my house. Because this starts our second segment. And this one's a little bit more organized. I was flipping through it, singing along on the ad-libs and the regular part, the main verse, or the main singer's part. So, yeah, this one was made through composite verses as well. Gives a big boomy sound. Really enjoy this song. There's a criminal that follows me around always trying to clown this song, and he absolute nightmare. But despite that, this is one of my best songs this season, and it's bumping. Saw all the videos of soccer playing on Instagram. Tip my hat to all of you. Salute all of you. You are fine and extraordinary ladies and gentlemen. You're some of the best I've ever seen in soccer. Keep doing your thing. I posted a lot of them on my Twitter because they're just that amazing. But yeah. Here's the verses. This is an epic sound file. It's all compressed so you can see that it's been raised in one ear to sound louder than the other. Here's the first block of the instrumental. It's the second block of the instrumental, so it has a two-tiered sound system. Then from here's where I added a huge like shadow ghost effect onto the instrumental and then like made it very quiet. Here's where I had wind, like a wind effect. Like there's wind blowing, like it's like you're at the top of a summit and you're the best soccer player on planet Earth. Which a lot of soccer players, I'm sure pretty much every single one of them aspires to be the best at what it is that they do. Kicking around the old soccer ball. Okay, here's the wind. This is another shadow effect thing I ran really quietly. And then here's a crescendo thing that I added during the first verse. Gets to the echo at the end where it repeats itself at the end. Has a little ending sort of thing. This is actually the drums that we added by just running a reverb and then toodaloo, but I mean, no, I'm not exiting the video. Sorry, the non sequitur, but I mean, we ran a reverb at all the way up, and then it just, for one, okay, sorry about that. My cell phone died during the recording of the video, so back to where I was at. It's on the charger right now. So this spot is where when I ran a reverb over the entire instrumental, it actually generated all these new drum solos on the song. Some of them were shoddy and off. Others were like really good. And started conferencing with a drummer. I was hearing things. Like someone was watching me. Who's playing? They weren't playing tricks on me because they actually created some solos, some drum solos that I played predominantly. You can see so predominantly. There's nothing in the left here. Nothing in the left channel. Sorry. Of the two stereo channels, so nothing in the left ear. So right ear drumming, just some hi-hat stuff. There, and there in the song, which adds some variety. So it'll sound great if I wanted to make a music video of it, because you notice, if you listen to a song, sometimes it's ho-hum, sometimes sliced bread. But I mean, if you go on YouTube and you find a music video of it, they'll run the song as full out, blasted, top level as any song out. Or like say if you listen to it off of Billboard.com, off of like an ad, dear goodness, any song that's running off of that will sound like, and on your headphones, you ever go to Billboard.com on your headphones, it'll sound like sliced bread, French manicure. I won't, I mean, I won't get dirty, but yeah. Then the crescendo that I added later in the song, including radio fader effect that I put in a lot of my songs. Oh, that's just one. It sounds like it's snowing. And a little effect where it sounds like it's snowing. And one of my favorite parts of the song, the vocal accompaniment in the left ear, mostly left ear. I press play. So yeah, I at first I improvised all those, but on subsequent recordings, because the first goes were a little bit shoddy, because Travis's life partner, either her or some criminal, but I'll just say this, a criminal of some sort was jawing at me. They found out that I was recording in my house. This is a common occurrence when you're a mainstream musician, recording artist. I know, joke. But I mean, anyway, when I'm recording a song, criminals might find out that, say, like even this might be like $3,000, $5,000, and they be hating that because they want to rob. So like this portion of the song, since it's 3 times as long as the one portion I highlighted, that might be like say 20K roughly. So even longer than 3 times. But by the time, if I it's time and a half, but preface to say, and yeah, all the ways that I edit a song, because I'm the master, mixer, and masterer, really good at production. So you can see I orchestrate the song myself with an instrumental I found, and the person who made this instrumental's name is Lucania Music. Not to mention him, but I mean, he's a world-class and astounding producer, one of the best I've ever found. And yeah, these parts, some of my favorite parts. It's kind of like trying to psych out your opponent by singing a hemiola, singing disjointed, singing, what's the word I'm looking for? Someone trying to hack my memory, but I mean, Singing, like, not off key, come on, give me more credit than that. Singing in a way that psychs out the listener, like syncopated. Can you believe I forgot the word syncopated because that same criminal is following me around bullying? Do I just drop out of music theory again? Oh well, moving forward. And yeah, some people who found the recording session where I recorded the verses right here, they're only plotting on this song like Armageddon. So, won't say if I did the whole song in one take, but I will say we got it done. So, if you want to find this entire run of Footy and fuck up even 1 millisecond, 1/4, 1/1000th of a millisecond of the song by screaming or spitting or breathing or throwing a brick at my house or basically just by shit talking and screaming. If that's what you wanted from the song, it didn't happen. And yeah, already have it memorized like a month ago. It's unreleased, but it's coming very soon. And I can sing it like a G. I'm free as can be, a kite within midair. Okay, so my headphones in time. Oh, I won't demonstrate singing by now. Different aims and result. No, I'm not a follow to it on the pitch. Pitcher, no hitter that will call. Taking chance in the blast. Now I'm thinking back. Looking back, now I'm the only man she's looking at. I'm high stepping, I'm repping from the fly state. Ohio State, Tyler's great, we don't know why they hate. Lay low, live, I got the crib on a bargain. I can't stop, won't stop, there ain't no guarding. I self-medicate, I live a breathe, meditate. I even know the levitate, I might make sure to conjugate. A heavyweight, I'm even-handed and I'm even-footed. Bootstrap, run your yap, you know where I'm gonna put it. I give a footy, tell a hater, run, kicking, screaming when I sing, same thing. I'm a one-man team. I came up hoping one day I would be the greatest. But those who feel as though I'm only as good as my latest, I'm in my prime, on time. Only time will tell for now. I'ma live while the living's well. Yeah, like less is foolish, like I'm sipping from the World Cup. Respect the ice, gold diamonds when I show up. And for a showdown, I brought the whole time. We're kicking it at the bar when it all goes down. We might trail out. Hacky sack, like a pro, you got the skill now. The greater children on the cusp of a big game. A whole hero at the pitch doing big things. You know how it goes. Some of you already sneak listen to the song. So instead of dissing me, please congratulate. Magistrate. So bad they hate. Conjugate, premeditate, and that just goes back into the song. But I think I overused preface to say, so I know it's what I want to talk about on this one. Moving parts. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too complicated of a composition. And it's looking perfect. It's literally done. I apologize if I'm boring you, but we love real music, and this one was designed with that in mind. It's a real song, and it's really good. One of my favorite. Oh, one last thing. I was gonna talk about, but I already touched up on. And you can see it came in last because I added that at the last. But I'll say this. When we came up with these parts and the stuff on the ending, we're trying to keep in mind, say, like a soccer player's bag of tricks. I played soccer for years. Since I was 4 years old, I started music when I was 9. So at some points in my life, I felt like I was more at home playing soccer compared to how good I got at music. But I mean, music took over, and when I couldn't play soccer, it became that I became a musician. Music is literally one of the five senses. Soccer's arguably or literally, I think literally around the world, maybe not in the United States, but around the world, the biggest ball sport, projectile motion. So it's a toss up between what you rather prefer, but I prefer both. So if you want to keep tossing up the ball, go right ahead, but I'm not that good at it. But yeah, all these singing tricks are supposed to be like a soccer player trying to psych out their opponent, looking for a weak point, and then trying to advance on goal and score a goal. So we try to make the singing disjointed, yet still very memorable and tactical, just to sort of. And yeah, soccer tactics could be more or less challenging or sophisticated, depending on the strength of the player. Then maybe just a few non-falsetto and falsetto singing excerpts. But apples to oranges, and we're just trying to be endearing. Please don't hate on my songs, and don't hate on soccer. For those of you who hate, but for those who love both, this is a song that I would love if y'all loved, and maybe even if you went to the World Cup in Qatar, which is at the end of the year in November, would want to listen to my song, or wherever else, say at the cookout, but wherever you might be. Oh yeah, one final thing, our city recently added a soccer team to its lineup of professional sports franchises. FC Cincinnati, and this was like maybe 2 seasons ago, was their first season in the highest ranks of U.S. football. Not American football, but U.S. Association football. So soccer. They're in the MLS now, and they're doing better every single year. We love FC Cincinnati. It's like playing soccer with a New York Knicks mindset. We used to play soccer at our college at UC for ages, every day after classes, all throughout the summer, and it just evokes that sort of fighting spirit in our city. To people like us, soccer's way bigger in our city than just a few pickup games, and it's a big business. We hope our team's competitive for many years to come, and we love and support our franchise in every endeavor they do. They do. Someone tried to interrupt. Also, we just won a huge World Cup qualifier. This was like 2 months ago in the new stadium we built for our new team. So hip hip hooray! I apologize if I'm boring you, but I'll end on this note. It's been real, and if music's what you feel, I've got the songs for you. It's coming true that when it's time to part, but for the sake of my heart, please give me a listen. Just cue the ending right now. It was real, and have a nice night.